Ollie, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
No, you can say that sobriety is my greatest weapon, but to tell you the truth, drugs are probably the only reason I haven't killed myself.
HBO's Euphoria, starring Zendaya and an ensemble cast. Created by Sam Levinson and executively produced by star rapper Drake, depicts the lives of high school students, who are all dealing with different coming-of-age personal issues. Euphoria follows the life of 17-year-old Rue Bennett, who has just left rehab after a drug addiction. The dark and gritty drama is a hit with both fans and the media alike. Critics have praised the show for its emotionally dramatic portrayal of teen addiction, mental illness, gender identity, sexuality, bullying, and more, as it tackles a gut-wrenching depiction of young characters who are struggling to make sense of their lives. This video will highlight some of the most emotionally intense scenes throughout Season 1. So spoiler alert if you have not already seen Season 1. Also, trigger warning, as the following subjects of violence, drug abuse, and abortion will be discussed. So let's begin to count down the top 5 saddest scenes of Season 1 of Euphoria. Starting at number 5, Nate's fight with his dad. In episode 7, titled "In the Palm of His Hand," Nate, played by Jacob Elordi, has a standoff with his father. Turns out he has a lot of pain and anguish to deal with, and we get to finally see that come out in a big physical way. After a long, arduous journey with his father Cal, played by Dane, Nate and his father face off in an intense and brutal fight that lasts for over 7 minutes. This scene is the culmination of Nate's emotional journey arc on the show, as he finally confronts his abusive father. Number 4, Rue's summer recap. In Season 1, Episode 2 of Euphoria, Rue's teacher asks her to stand in front of a spotlight in front of all her classmates and share what she did that summer. There's then a heart-wrenching sequence of flashbacks that reveals her addiction during a rough summer where she had been released from rehab. This sequence is all the more emotionally intensified with the juxtaposing usage of Bobby Womack's uplifting "Fly Me to the Moon" over shifting timelines of Rue's heightened addiction and manic episodes towards her mom and sister. Through these sequences, viewers then learn that her younger sister, played by Reid, is who found her overdosed and lying catatonic on her bedroom floor that summer. In the climax of this emotionally built sequence, Rue wakes up weeping in a hospital bed surrounded by her mom and sister. This built-up expository reveal explains why Rue is struggling heavily with confronting her identity today, especially in such a public and evasive manner. She is clearly still overwhelmed greatly by her past and faces discomfort trying to move forward. Number 3, Cassie's pregnancy. Cassie's story begins to take a dramatic emotional turn in episode 6, when she realizes she's pregnant. She tells her boyfriend, McKay, played by Algee Smith, who isn't exactly supportive of her decision to have the baby. Their relationship has been far from stable all season, and Cassie, played by Sweeney, breaks down in tears as McKay tries to convince her to get an abortion because he isn't pleased with the idea of being a teenage father, as he feels they are both not ready to start the family Cassie truly desires to have after such a broken childhood in light of her father's absence. Cassie's burdens only then get more intense in the finale episode in a tense sequence scene where she is seen primarily in a camera angle from her face up at a clinic getting an abortion. This final scene in the finale was said to leave many viewers in tears, as it was an emotionally heartbreaking scene that made viewers feel uncomfortable. With just a brief absence of no music in the background, it created an even more tense feeling of void and disgust. Number 2, Rue's relapse. In the final moments of the finale, episode 8, after the Halloween dance, Rue and Jules, played by Hunter Schafer, ultimately come up with a plan to move away from their homes and escape to Jules' hometown. However, Rue has a sudden change of heart after considering her family and does not get on the train with Jules. Suffering greatly from yet another emotional loss, seemingly triggering the same traumatic loss of her father. Rue is then seen falling back into a literal drug relapsing spiral after managing 3 months sobriety. The show then features a musical sequence that's so visually experimental and unclear that fans speculated whether or not Rue may still be alive. However, according to Euphoria creator Sam Levinson, as quoted on Refinery29.com, quickly clarified that, although she's still struggling, she isn't dying anytime soon. Number 1. Rue begs Fez for drugs.
Open the door!
Zendaya's performance as an addict in episode 3 of HBO's Euphoria is the first time she has played a role with such deep and dark implications. On the third episode of the teen drama, Rue is seen begging her friend and former dealer for drugs after she has a bad high. She pleads with Fez, who is telling her she needs to get sober first.
All I need is just like a few of those things.
Sorry, I can't help you.
Fez, I've had a really fucked up day, alright? Like, it's been a really, really fucked up day, okay? So I need you to open the door for me, okay? Can you open the door, please?
I'm not gonna help you kill yourself, Rue.
Rue panics as she tries to force drugs from him, pleading and pounding on his door in agony, making it the most emotional scene in the entire season.
You're a fucking dropout drug dealer. You know that? You're a fucking dropout drug dealer with
Fez, who truly cares about Rue's sobriety, unlike most dealers, leaves Rue outside optionless.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Fez.
Shifting the blame on Fez, while equally at fault, is heartbreaking to see. This depiction of tragic desperation in an adolescence exemplifies how young and addicted people can easily be preyed upon by the notion of mental escapism and/or acceleration. This is Rue's rock bottom, or at least what we think is her rock bottom at this time. What makes this scene emotional is Rue's accusation, "You did this to me. You ruined my life."
You fucking ruined my life. The least you could do is open the goddamn door and fix it.
She didn't have to take the drugs in the first place, but she decided to. There you have it, the top 5 saddest scenes of season 1 of Euphoria. Faced. Please comment down below any moments that I may have missed, share with a friend, and let me know if you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you for watching Faced 5.